Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and well, first of all, we're doing jazz soundtrack. But second of all, I feel like I was really onto something with the whole Wind Flurry combo. But I think that there's some room for improvement. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the same starting relic. We're going to change it up to this just for that little bit of, starting damage. And then we're going to do some changes. Like this, I'm going to change to this. This, I want to change to something that has more of an all-around kind of like defensive use. And yes, I'm aware that I'm using something that's particularly aggressive. But I don't think that's necessarily the point here. Because what I'm trying to do is give myself a little bit more breathing room. But one thing I will do is I'll go with a slightly more aggressive dash. And as far as what to do for this, I want something that'll be good for kind of controlling the pace. Now, for what it's worth, I probably could do Chaotic Echoes here, but I don't like to use the Chaos Dashes, mostly because they're a little too powerful. Like, maybe that's a strange thing to say, but it's also the same reason why I don't automatically default to... Oh, hold on, pardon me. It's the same reason why I don't automatically default to Chaotic Rift or Twin Turbines. Now, I'm not saying that there's no use case for those, because that would be laughably silly. There we go. Alright, let's give this a try and see how I like it. And hopefully this time around we get some slightly better relics. And a little bit of something to play off of what I have here. I do hope you're all having a wonderful day. I'm having one of those days where, yes, have a day off work, so yes, I will be recording some Blasphemous later. The one big issue I'm having with Blasphemous, and I was telling my roommate this, is that there seems to be a lack of like fast travel or warp rooms. And it's kind of bothering me how if I want to do anything to improve myself, I have to walk all the way back through the map, which, yeah, in most circumstances, that's not a big deal, but after a while, that shit starts to add up. Alright, I'm going to want to start with either Shu or the twins. Actually, I'm just going to go and see what happens. God, all resistances and no weaknesses to speak of, huh? Okay, well... So, the reason why I decided to go with the Hope Robe instead of the Awe Robe is because I was noticing that even though this is a robe design, or not a robe, it's a relic, a something, even though Wind Flurry is an Arcana very much designed to get a lot of value out of critical hits, I was noticing that even with the enhanced critical hit damage, I was not getting as much out of doing those as critical hits as I would have just getting a little bit of extra damage. Because just that little bit of extra damage pumps the damage up from 5 to 6 per hit. And the critical hits I was doing without a damage up item were boosting the damage from 5 to 6. So I figure God, those spike moves piss me off. So I figure, mathematically speaking, I can get more work done by just I am interested in the Ballestra, actually, because that'll be great against Zeal. Okay, we grab that. I also kind of like the idea of the Terror Ring. But before I spend money on that, we see what Anders has for sale. Okay, the idea of every enemy being able to attack me from a weird off angle is pissing me off. Like, I'm trying not to get upset, but I'm running into this thing where everything I try is not working. I'm literally getting destroyed by every enemy on screen, and I'm starting to feel like maybe I'm not as good at this game as I keep touting that I am. Didn't exactly want Wind Sentry, but hey, here's something I can do. What do you do again? Destroying an enemy projectile, okay. And she takes Wind Sentry, that's fine, so that improves my healing. Not thrilling, but definitely nice. Alright, so now... So I have to question, just based on the way that I play, is Whirling Tornado even doing anything for me? Like, I'm going to keep it because it's a nice get-off-me option, but ultimately, is it even what I want? Jesus. I question how people win runs when there's nothing that they're using for any kind of self-preservation. And that's not to say anything negative about people who win runs like that. I just don't know how they do it. Like, there's a viewer on my Discord who only plays these extremely aggressive, like, melee builds, and I'm oftentimes left to wonder, how do you manage to get through a run with no sense of self-preservation whatsoever? Well, also, Iris not upgrading any of my spells isn't going to help either. This is going to be another nightmare run, I can already see it. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. There is also the possibility that I'm... Oh my god. Like, I'm trying not to be super negative right now, but I think what it is that I'm in a bit of a funk. Like, I'm noticing that I'm having problems, and I can't seem to focus on what it is that my problem is. What I am thinking is that with my biggest problem being Lancers, Archers, and Mages, maybe the Whirlwind isn't the solution. Which, of course, has me going back and asking myself, was Fractal Flare actually the right thing to be using with this, you know, obviously rather aggressive spell that I'm using? Because I like the idea of Wind Flurry. It's fast, it's aggressive, it recharges quickly. But it seems like trying to use it is not my strong suit. I mean, even outside of the idea that I just missed really badly there. Twice, by the way, because this Whirlwind seems to be a little too short range. Got anything useful? No, you don't. I'm probably going to end up having a use for that, and I'll take that just because I am getting beat up really bad. Hey, this is going to be another garbage run. I'm sorry, everybody. Which, yeah, in my mind means that the only real solutions are that I'm getting washed up, or that I'm just having really bad runs. I mean, that'll be good against Shu, not necessarily against Zeal. Of course, part of the issue is that when I'm not getting any sort of good relics or Arcana improvements anyway, does it really matter? Okay, stop game, just stop. Wow, the game really wants me to have Snowflake Chakrams. You know, whatever, it's probably better than the Rock right now anyway. Okay, so can I get something that would actually help now? You can eat a dick. Whatever. Admittedly, Furious Tempest might not be a bad choice. But with this, but with the enemies I'm going up against, it better not. Oh hey, something that would actually be helpful. Yeah, that's crazy. Alright, I want to keep these two. I don't care about that. And I don't care about that. Alright, finally found something that might actually be worth a damn. Go away. There. I'm also just now realizing that I forgot to do the robe upgrades, so, oops. Oh, come on. Alright, could your fucking mooks go away now? I'm also inclined to say that this is what it looks like when I spend a lot of time at work, but don't get any chance to, practice the damn game. Okay, let me see. What do I... Okay, well, this is at odds with this, so I think I want to get rid of it. Grab the Token of Doom and hope that Nox has something useful for me. So that's not exactly been working out well for me so far. In fact, relics seem like they're in very short supply right now. Also, Iris still doesn't want to help me out with any of my stuff, so... So let's make sure we thank Iris for nothing. Yeah, okay. Sure. That's nice. Excuse me, what? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little tilted right now. Like, I've definitely been playing in a better state of mind than I am right now. What's funny is that I started playing Splatoon 3 again. I've actually been doing pretty good at that game, so... Coming to Wizard of Legend and feeling like I'm playing terribly is just this really weird place I never expected to be in, because normally it's the other way around. Yo, Dark Sage, you're at 407 health and you're on the second stage. You're on the second floor of stage 2. I think you're doing fine. Yeah, I openly admit that part of what I'm experiencing is definitely just me being particularly hard on myself. Part of it is just not knowing Wind Flurry very well. And to go along with that, part of it is also the idea that I'm used to using a more defensive array of spells, and right now I'm using something that kind of demands a little bit more aggression. Oh, and for any of you who are going, you have the Token of Doom, how come you didn't get to see Nox? Because I picked it up on this floor. No thanks. Yeah, I kind of don't think he should have gone that direction, but I'm clearly playing in unfamiliar territory. Okay. And for those of you who have been with my channel for a while, some of you are probably going, "Hey, Dark Sage, are you sure it's not just depression and anxiety getting to you?" And no, I'm not sure of that at all. Like, one of the things that I keep telling people about how mental health things like that work is that more often than not, I'm never 100% sure whether or not what's got me down is anything logical or my brain just telling me that, I done goofed. I mean, also her not giving me any sort of upgrades for my spells until late in the game isn't helping. Okay, so there are things here that I want that I think are going to be more useful for me because, let's face it, I don't have a lot of projectiles. But let's wait and see if Nox has anything useful for me. Or if I potentially run into a bug where the game just says, yeah, Nox isn't going to show up, and just screw yourself. Right now, the game is telling me that Nox doesn't even exist. Ugh. And of course, nothing he has is anything I want. Okay, well, let's... There we go. Because I'm not going to need the extra money. I am, of course, going to need the extra health. So, I should offer an apology. I'm kind of in a worse state of mind than usual just because of things going on in real life. Like our apartment managers have decided that we don't need water again. So, expectedly, this is when my body has decided that I need to use the bathroom, right goddamn now. And of course I can't. What in the world? Like, I understand that the enemies can move like this, it's just so weird for it to be happening. Just every time I press a button, they're like, oh, I'm behind you now. Alright, I'm gonna dash to dodge. Oh, I'm behind you now. Alright, I'm gonna cast a spell in the opposite direction. Oh, I'm behind you now. Like, I'm just getting annoyed with every little thing. Like, I am unusually annoyed and perturbed with things right now. It's just how I know that my depression is really kicking my ass. Of course, it could also be that perhaps I've overestimated Wind Flurry, and that on top of just, things in life going poorly right now has just got me really screwed up in the head. Dark Sage, there is also the possibility that, playing on Retro Floor Plan, that's just making things harder than usual. Yeah, I'm aware of that, but normally I handle it just fine. That's why, part of the reason why I'm so bothered is because normally I do this just fine. Why am I having such a hard time with it right now? How come you aren't giving me anything I can use? You should go kick yourself. I mean, I made it further than I did the last run, but I feel like I should be doing better. Yeah, maybe I'll be in a better mood later when I do some blasphemous recording. Because I know Our Lady of the Golden Visage was the last boss I did, and I took her down with, like, no issue whatsoever. Oh, thanks, game. That's perfect. Exactly what I want is for her to have exactly half of a millisecond of downtime to try to combo it. So I suppose call this Dark Sage Walker's complaint session. So even though I'm aware that it's mostly my own faults that I'm complaining about, I'm still going to complain because, hey, you gotta get that out of your system somehow, right? Give. Alright, let me reread this. Okay, so one of these days I'd like to try doing a combo with the autograph pad and the infinity marble. That way I can just kind of hold on to a signature charge until I really need it, but normally I use it pretty quickly, so how would something like that work out for me? Really? Okay, this is going to be just all null flash agents all the time, isn't it? That was hubris on my part. I did not need to get that aggressive. That was really dumb. Okay, let me see if I can get back on the right side of things with that victory. Hopefully that'll help calm down the internal demons in my head that are telling me things like, "You're not good enough. You should just go away." You didn't do it right. You should beg us for mercy. I'm already begging my mental health demons for mercy all the time. Why are you saying it out loud? Alright, well hopefully that's a good start to things and I can start to win more runs, but I will say, I don't think Win Flurry is for me. Like, I really did my best to try to put it together with something that's I thought would make more sense for me, and it just made me feel even more uncomfortable. Like, Fractal Flare and Wind Flurry felt good, but narrow, so I was taking things around it that I felt would make more sense to kind of counteract the narrow strike zone that I had. So this time around, I was like, okay, what if I take a good defensive standard and then I've got the basic and the Wind Flurry to work with? Problem is, I keep forgetting that Wind Flurry has basically no downtime, so I never use it. I don't know. I get the feeling it's not for me, but what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments or hit me up on my Discord. I'm always up to discussion, as long as we keep it civil, of course. I want to thank you for coming and spending some of your free time here with me today. I hope you're having a fantastic day or night wherever you may happen to be. I'm going to hope that the water is on so I can relieve myself, and I will catch you in the next one. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I will be seeing you, hopefully with a less full bladder next time.